5. Ignition.
And the beginning of Book 10, where the big fight with Dio happens. So Polnareff heals up his wound, bandages them up with curtains from the mansion, and he has some major wounds to his right leg, I believe. Like his toes are cut off and part of his calf is gone. He cannot walk, but he ended up walking and continuing on to fight Dio. And he encounters him up on the very top of the stairs there. There's Polnareff, and he's all the way at the top. They talk about, Dio says, like, you can walk forward up these stairs and fight me, or you can take 2 steps back and you can join me again. He gives him a chance to join back, but of course Polnareff won't. So he walks up the stairs, but Dio uses his stand, goes down there, picks him up, puts him down a couple stairs, and goes back to the top of the stairs. And he starts time again because he has the ability to stop time. And all of a sudden Polnareff is confused because he thought he went up the stairs, not down. And this goes on for a little while until the other 3 Stardust Crusaders join in and attack, releasing sunlight into the room, and Dio flees. So Dio is in pursuit of them, and eventually Kakyoin traps Dio in his 20-meter emerald splash. 20 meters in every direction, emeralds hurling at Dio, you can see. But he uses his stand and stops time, and slowly stops time there. Here, nope, there. And he slowly approaches Kakyoin. And then, without Kakyoin even knowing what's happening, because time has stopped, he punches him right through the chest there.
Oh my god.
And he starts time again.
So he had no clue.
Here's another scene. He had no
clue that this just happened right now.
He thought he was still alive, attacking him with the 20-meter emerald splash. He had no clue he was dead. All of a sudden, just went flying back from here all the way over here and ended up hitting a little water tower there. And you can see here, like, Joseph is all worried, saying,
Joseph's my boy! On? That's my boy! Joseph's my favorite character. Yes. So I don't even know if we've ever talked about that. I don't know if we ever talked about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on Revelations. Yeah. Probably not. But Joseph Joestar is my favorite character in this, I'll say, saga for whatever reason. So, and he's gonna come into play. He's gonna come into play here.
So he ends up running away from Dio because he needs to relay the message, because Kakyoin figured out that he has the power to stop time, and he's trying to relay the message to Jotaro and Polnareff. But he has Vampire's #1 weakness, the power of Hammond, and his stand, Hermit Purple, with Hammond running through the vines, which is Hermit Purple. It's like a bunch of vines. And he has it running in so that when he would punch him, he would hit that, and he would be infused with Hammond and then explode, pretty much. And realized that that's what happened. And he punches a whole chimney here and has the bricks knock Joseph down off the top of the building. And he just so happens to land right in front of Jotaro. So Dio sees him and stops time. He walks by, he kills a cat, puts it into this guy's dish, and he puts it into this guy's mouth as he nope, that's killing the cat. He puts it into his dish, into his mouth as he's about to eat it, and then he puts the paw inside this guy's drink.
Oh man!
He has a knife in his hand, ready to throw at Joseph, and he says, "Muda, muda, 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 muda," right there. And he throws the knife at Joseph.
No!
Right next to his throat,
God
too.
dang it!
And time resumes once again. And Joseph
Not cool, Dio.
is dead.
Not cool at all.
And of
Oh, I
course,
hate him. I hate him.
Jotaro, being Joseph's grandson, is mad now. He is ready to attack this guy and just beat him up. So you're approaching me.
Okay.
Right there. They're approaching each other, getting ready to fight with their stands. And they have a little clash. Jotaro gets a little angry because he ripped his 20,000 yen pants. And then they have a stand rush battle there. You can see the world down here. And
They're very similar, their stands.
Yes.
Their stands are very, very similar, which is going to make this a unique fight.
But there they are, stand rushing each other with the muda.
Ora.
He has like 50 billion knives there. I don't know where he got those from.
It doesn't matter.
Making him surrounded by all of these knives. But Jotaro, being as smart as he is, tries to punch away the knives, but gets stabbed. So Dio thinks he's dead and he's about to go finish him off with a stop sign, literally, like a turning sign. He's about to cut his head off with it. And Polnareff jumps into the fray and stabs him right through the head. And he sends Polnareff just flying. And he ends up tricking Dio and crushing his skull there.
Holy cow.
But Dio makes an escape, and without Jotaro ever noticing, he leads him back to where this fight all started, at the corner where Joseph has died. And without him noticing, he sucks the blood of Joseph and transforms.
God. Leave him alone. Ah, ugly Dio.
There he is again, transformed. Jotaro's angry. And he starts like scratching his head, making himself bleed.
God dang.
Saying, wow, what a good, fun 50 days this has been. I've had fun on this journey. And he dies. Jotaro ended up stopping time at the 9-second mark and coming up to the surface right behind Dio here. And Dio all of a sudden can't move, and he's like, what's going on here? But he stopped time, and Jotaro explains it as, like, it feels like when somebody that can hold their breath for a minute underwater finally comes up to air, and someone yanks him down back underwater when he has no air left. They have one final attack. Dio blinds Jotaro with his own blood there. And then he goes for a final attack with a kick. Jotaro goes in with the punch. They clash. And then if you can tell, Star Platinum's fist is cracking, like it's about to like explode. And Dio over here is all like, huh, like he's happy, like he won. And his leg cracks. It cracks all the way up his body.
Oh, wow.
And then Dio himself is affected by this because whatever happens to his stand happens to the user and vice versa. And his last words, there's him exploding over here, but his last words were Kono Dio da! And then he exploded and died. Or as they say down here, completely annihilated. Dead. They put Joseph and Dio's body in the same ambulance car. And Jotaro has the insane plan to take Dio's blood and put it into Joseph's and bring him back to life. He is back, but maybe not the person you're expecting. He says that he's been resurrected and Jotaro is a fool for bringing him back to life. Joseph says, "Wait, Jotaro, I'm kidding."
Stupid Joseph.
It's him. And then Jotaro asks him the question, who's the lead actress of the 1981 film The Ape Man, Tarzan the Ape Man? Bo Derek, who sang Eat It, the parody of Michael Jackson's Beat It, Weird Al Yankovic. And he realized that it's Joseph because nobody else would know pointless information like that. Kakyo and Iggy Avdol, it's over. And Polnareff, Joseph, and Jotaro are the survivors from this 50-day trip from Japan to Egypt. And they part their ways. Polnareff going to France, and then Joseph and Jotaro returning back to Japan, where Joseph's daughter and Jotaro's mother is. And they leave. They part their ways.
That's our episode. Longer one today because this was a special one. Again, our 75th episode, and we had a favorite anime and manga that we wanted to show you. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you guys are fans of the show or the manga, please let us know. Email us at iceboxcast@gmail.com. Iceboxcast@gmail.com. Let us know. We'll read your emails on the air. You can find out all of our other stuff on Facebook if you follow us there. We're Inspired Creations HOM. That's Inspired Creations HOM on Facebook. We have our podcast links, our YouTube shows, our artwork, our cricket made stuff, all of our glorious fun stuff that we love doing and creating just for you, and us, I guess, is all showcased there on our Facebook page too. So give us a follow, give us a share, interact. We'll interact right with you too. We appreciate you guys watching our show. 75 episodes. We've done it. We hope you enjoyed it as well. Again, this is something we've never shown on Revelations before, so we hope you liked it. And we're going to have Diggs kind of round out the 75th landmark issue again for us. Diggs, ready to bring us home?
Yes.
You don't forget your surprise, too.
Yes.
All right, we got a little surprise for you. I'm going to say it right now. It's a spoiler.
Kind of
a spoiler. So if you don't want to see what it is, beware of what he'll give you a warning. But let's take a look at the books one more time and then wrap up the show. All right.
Dio on the cover, and Jean-Pierre Polnareff.
9 and 10.
9 and 10 here, and the world and Silver Chariot on the back. As a bookmark. Here it is here, and it's a gimmick here, to be continued. And then there's a Caesar Zappelli chilling on a very special rock there with the menacing sign coming up from it. And it says, Shiza! It makes sense. But remember that it is never too late to create. Ciao.
Cohort, my colleague, my partner in crime, this guy.
With Dio's lengthened time stop. Are you still pointing at me? I'm that was my hand. Yeah, there's his hand.